12 minutes past 7. Can you believe that Jeffrey Archer has published his 30th novel? And can you believe, looking at him, because we can't, that he's 85, he's 15 years from his century.
Look at him. Honestly, we're going to get at those secrets in a moment, but his book Endgame is based on security threats to the London 2012 Olympics, and he got his information right from the source, the Games head of security. Lord Archer, we will get on to how fabulously young you look in a moment, but you actually spoke to the head of the Games. Did he give you things that were true?
I've been a friend of Sebastian Coates for many years, so I flew over to Monaco to see him and said, what went wrong at the Games? He didn't know. He said, oh, I think it went very well, Jeffrey. And I thought, no, I need things that went wrong. And he said, you must go and see Commander Broadhurst, QPM, Queen's Police Medal, OBE, in charge. So I flew back, and I usually, when I meet these people, expect to get a couple of juicy pieces for the next book.
Yeah.
He gave me 14, 2 of which could have closed the Games.
Wow.
The opening ceremony might never have happened. And when I said, and it didn't get out, and there's a test at the end of Endgame to see how, because I added 7 from my imagination.
So 7 real plots.
7 of mine, and 14 are his.
Right.
And that's at the end. You have to decide what is true.
Which are true and which
but
aren't.
2 of them could have closed the Games. And he said, as head of security, my job is never to get a headline.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's a hell of an achievement.
So were these plots but from terrorist groups or from foreign states?
That shows he's read a bit of it.
Doesn't it?
Modern Olympics, Richard, are an amazing problem because there's so much that can go wrong. You've seen on your programme this morning, you were talking about a cyber attack.
Yes, Land Rover.
That's one of the problems.
Yeah.
Right.
And another problem, he had 14. 2 of them could have closed the Games. But security now, I don't envy someone who gets the Olympics. Remember how we won it? Seb Coe made a brilliant speech. We beat the French by 4 votes. 2 could have been switched and we'd have lost. And what happened the day after the vote was taken? A bomb on the London Underground.
Okay.
We would never have even got the Games if
that had happened before.
it had been 2 days later.
Yeah.
That's the opening of my book.
Right.
And then we go into the police meeting and saying, what will go wrong?
OK. Well, look, I'm not going to ask you how you do it at 85. I want to ask you, from your perspective, what's it like being 85?
I don't enjoy it.
Don't you?
I'd rather be 55, frankly. I'm in the gym twice a week now. I can lift 4-pound weights 10 times. I can walk at 4 miles an hour. I can stand on 1 foot. Gone are the days when I could run 9.6 for 100. And the older you get, I mean, I'm delighted to still be alive, because when I was 70, I asked our maker if, because you're meant to die at 70 years and 10.
That's what they used
I
to
asked our
say.
maker if I could write the Clifton Chronicles, and when I got to 77, I said, could I have a go at these William Warwicks? And that'll last 8 years, and here I am at 85. I'm very privileged.
Well,
and
you're
lucky.
over the average age for male survival.
You want to get rid of me, Richard?
No, but the thing is, and I know this as someone who's getting older as well, you do start to talk about age and you start to talk about what might happen afterwards. What's your view on the afterlife?
I want to believe it. I find it very hard to believe. I suppose I'm in between on that one. I'm not sure. How do we know?
Professor Stephen Hawking, just before he died, described it in his last book as wishful thinking.
Yes.
Yeah. You think that might be
brilliant?
You think he might have been right?
Lovely man too.
You know about the future, though, don't you? Or you seem to, because in 2014, you called that Nigel Farage was going to be underestimated, and who then would have thought that him and his party would be beating all others in the polls?
Well, I saw the Prime Minister and said, you've got to put him in the House of Lords. He's a trouble. He's a best mob orator.
So you thought, put him in the House of Lords. Him and
put
get
him in the House of Lords. You killed him. You can't do anything. Don't let him out. I said he was on 0% at the time, to be fair to the Prime Minister, on 0%. 100%.
Wow.
But what I saw in him was a rabble-rouser. What I saw in him was the best mob orator since Michael Foot and Wedgwood Ben. So I said, look, the way to get rid of him is put him in the Lords.
So what, in your view then, if you can distill it, what makes, in your words, a good mob orator? What are the component parts?
Which the Prime Minister is not. You have to be able to stand up and say something as outrageous as immigrants are eating swans and then think you can get away. He's going the Trumpian route. He's to keep himself in the headlines the whole time. He will say more and more outrageous things that stops Kimi Badenoch being in the headlines, stops Keir Starmer being in the headlines. He'll be in the headlines. Watch him carefully. It's going to go on and on. He's very good at what he does.
And you've said you've been surprised by how many people have told you, I'm going to vote Reform next time.
Yes, I judge by what people tell me in the street. And a member of Parliament said to me the other day, and I can repeat it because he then repeated it on television the day after, that the Conservative Party will be down to 25 seats at the next election. So unless Farage wins the whole thing, even a coalition between him and the Conservatives won't work. It'll probably be a coalition between Labour and Liberal to keep. Now, Farage won't mind that. He'll let that, and then he will become Prime Minister.
You've also said, we were talking this morning, of course, about Andy Burnham's apparent challenge for the Labour leadership, or forthcoming challenge. You think that actually Angela Rayner might be the next leader of
Well,
the
I mean,
Labour Party?
that's bad luck for her on timing, because what would have happened if Burnham had decided to come in, first he's got, as Kwasi pointed out, to find a seat. You cannot be the leader
Unless
of the
you're an
Labour
MP,
Party
yeah.
unless you're sitting in the House of Commons. Angela Rayner's been sitting there waiting to become leader for as long as I can remember. If you see her sitting next to Starmer on Prime Minister's questions, she never smiles, she never... And she's got a terrifically strong personality. Yes, if she was back... My bet is she'll back Burnham. It's the way back for her.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you could be heading to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper's approached you about filming Cain and Abel,
Well,
I understand.
I don't want to exaggerate this because everybody
Oh,
says
come on,
how big
Geoffrey.
he is. How big he is.
Oh.
But yes, well, no, my secretary swooned when the people came on the phone to say he was going to read. They want to make a remake of Cain and Abel. I've got 2 companies now wanting to make a remake. And if you're listening, Mr. Bradley Cooper, wherever you
He's
are...
a big fan of
my
Good Morning
secretary
Britain.
thinks you're wonderful, so I think you're wonderful.
You got your priorities straight there. Well, look, Geoffrey, it's great seeing you again. It's great seeing you in such good nick. You haven't
very
changed a
kind.
bit in the last 10,
That's very
15, 20
kind.
years. And good luck with Endgame, which is the 30th novel.
Amazing.
to come off
Out-
Geoffrey Archer's
out this week, isn't it? Already
typewriter.
out
Do
on
you still write on a
Tuesday.
typewriter, or do you use a word processor now?
Handwrite every word,
Gosh.
up at 6 o'clock every morning, 2 hours from 6 to 8. No substitute for hard work.
OK, don't look at me like that.
Thank you very much
up at
indeed,
4.
Geoffrey.
Good to see you,
Crikey.
Jeff. Thank you.
Brilliant. Good luck with this. We'll be delving into it. Still to come, Richard Arnold's here with one of the X Factor's biggest success stories.
And true to his prolific self, Lord Archer actually wrote this link. Yes, she's duetted with a Beyoncé, taken the West End by storm, and now she's on a mission to get kids eating salmon skin rolls, all in the name of healthy living. Is there anything our guest Alexandra Burke can't do? There's definitely no elephants in the room this morning. We'll be talking X Factor, Panto, Seaweed Sid and the Sushi Squad. It's a great read, Lord Archer. That's with Alexandra. You're watching Good Morning Britain.